Hey YouTube, Steven the Salon Guy here, and in today's video, I have Daniel back, and everybody loves Daniel. They love you, Daniel. I mean, they don't like me, they just want to see you now. It's ridiculous. But anyway, what I'm going to be doing today in this video is something that a lot of people ask me about, and it's how to get a trim. So a lot of times, when you might go to the barber, your stylist, and you say, oh, just trim it out, I'm trying to grow it out a little bit, just a little trim, and you get like completely butchered, like if this was like a horror movie. How many of you experienced that? Let me know in the comments if this has happened to you, and that's why I'm making this video. So I want to show you Daniel's hair right now, and he's actually really likes the length right now, and this is the perfect scenario for, you know, just a trim. And I wanted to show you guys my method of what I would do and kind of what to say to your stylist or your barber to how to get this. So the first thing I would suggest really is, you know, clean it up around the ears. You know, you can also say just clean it up. Sometimes that's another phrase that people like to say, just clean it up. You know, that means almost just like just a trim. So really just shaping around the ears, down into the nape area right through here, cleaning that up. And a lot of it is just really skimming the dead ends. And we'll show this as when we start cutting and everything. But really it's just shaping it, right? It's shaping it to grow out into the shape that the client wants. Not what you want as the stylist or the barber, it's what they want as a client. And really it's just cleaning up the dead ends and really skimming it. So when someone says, I want to trim, it's not like, you know, an inch, 2 inches, it's literally just the very, very tips here where the dead ends are. So I'm gonna get Daniel's hair prepped to start cutting. We're gonna actually go through it and then we'll see what he says. He might just kill me if I cut too much, all right? So I'm ready to go, let's get started. All right, so we're ready to start, and the first thing I'm usually gonna do is start right in the nape area, and I'm just going to trim up the hair right in his neck and just establish a nice perimeter of the shape, you know? And sometimes this alone kind of sets the whole standard for the whole haircut of, you know, how it's gonna look, and it's the roadmap. It's starting off for the desired result you want. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm literally just gonna kind of go through this, and the first thing I like to do when I'm doing just trims is pull out the hair and hold it into my hand to see where the dead ends are, right? So right there, I just literally skimmed those little ends right into here, and what that did is it cleaned up the entire section without going super, super short. So this is really, really imperative. You know, if you're a client, you know, expressing this to your stylist, your barber, where if they start snipping and cutting and they see like that much hair on the floor, like more than you're expecting, you probably need to stop them right away and say, whoa, that's like a lot. Can you take a lot less off? Just cut the dead ends. So you really want to make sure that you're going to somebody who understands that concept and not just going into someone who's going to take 10 minutes and just hack your hair. You got to really make sure that, you know, the person doing this really understands what a true trim is. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna just kind of speed up throughout the whole thing, and I'm just gonna go throughout the entire head, pull everything straight out, and just really cut the dead ends, shape it up around the ear, and then we'll see how it looks as we get towards the top area. All right, everyone, so we're just finishing up the haircut here, and I want to do some last steps here on camera with you guys live. And what I'm doing now is I'm just going over with my thinning shears, and this also is really, really helpful for someone if they, you know, even if they want just a trim, because what this is doing, it's removing some of that weight. And a lot of times the client, their hair will get very, very heavy, and this is a great way for them to kind of extend their haircut. And it's simply by just going through the hair with thinning shears and just kind of trimming up the ends. All right, and what that's gonna do is that's gonna help remove a lot of that bulk. So as they are kind of growing their hair out, you know, it's not gonna be so heavy and thick in certain areas. And again, it's just lightly trimming it. So as you can see, what I've done through this area is really just carved around the ear, made it nice and clean, and the same thing throughout the nape area, and just extending this shape in through here. It really looks like the same haircut, like not much has changed, but it looks a lot cleaner and a lot neater. So we can actually grow this out without any problems, and it's still gonna look really, really good over time. So I'm just gonna finish up on this side right through here with the thinning shears, and it's just a scissor over comb method where wherever the hair feels heavy, that's where you just kind of hit it with the shears, and it's a great technique to have this grow out really well. And here we have Daniel's finished result. I'm just gonna turn the camera around a little bit this way. So as you can see, nice and shaped right into here. We still have some length that he wants because he wants to grow his hair a bit longer. The front here is down just past the bridge of the nose right into here. So that allows him to still kind of slick it back, but it looks very, very neat. And then the same thing on this side, really just shaped it up around the ears, gave it a really, really nice blend so that as this grows out, it's really gonna look good. And you wanna make sure you're going to someone who's gonna take their time throughout the entire process to really, really give you a good trim and not hack off your hair. Well guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and click the bell so you're notified when I post videos 3 times a week. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time for more videos with the Salon Guy.